of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by McManus is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch out. Check 15. Rock it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check. Squeeze. Check 4. Check 52.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Come on now. Check 43. Jim. Check 31. Check, crunch. Safe. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Hey, Sue. 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59. Hey, Echo. I'm coming. Mike's 59. Mike. 59.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Give me that ball, defense.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hit it.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
2 times. Alert. 3 down. Hard. Get it.
Now Jones.
Let's in.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Ready, set. Mike, 7. 36, 36. Slam.
Get it ready.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Here we go. Yeah.
Second and 2. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Let's go now.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Mike 7.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, lock it.
On second down, it's Williams. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Hey, Sam off. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Joker.
61, matchbox lights. Let's go.
Jones now operating from the gun. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Leo.
Tighten up.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
Jones throwing on fourth down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Jones heading up here first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hey, turn it up. Check.
This is Jones.
Switch it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike, set. 180. Mike, spot 4. Here we go, here we go. Check safety, check safety.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Going deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stop.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they try the sweep to Jones.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
218, chop it.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch, switch.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They come out here in the eye. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Jamal Williams in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have now moved out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Giants 21, Panthers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike 7.
On second and a couple. Jones, he's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They fake the give. Newton going deep downfield for Ross. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He's checking, he's checking.
Look at me. Door.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
59. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Switch.
2 draw Porkers.
Slip.
Rock it. Lee Griffin.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
90 Wolf.
That's track.
2.
On 2nd and 2, Jones escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Michael Blocker is in on the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Ready up.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Recon, 132 Fox. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Look, squeeze.
Here I come.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Check 9.
Throwing, Jones. Steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Keep it up. Keep it up. 1 2 jet, Bubba. 22 jet.
To throw again, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
20.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he's going to go down again. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long, it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And let's pin the mirrors back and hit it.
Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hard. Check 13. Check 13. Get it.
Looking to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Go. 7. Ready.
From the gun, Jones. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Don't get nothing.
Throwing again. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Newton now to throw. And Thomas has it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On 1st down, Newton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down. 18 Gator.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? 10-2 soft.
Oh, you got deep? Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4.
Hey, Sam off.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't say no. You better call back up. I'm running in down the fence. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running in down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide.